Hello friends, I am Adikanda Sadikari. Welcome to my channel Sigma Educational Academy. Friends, previous class we have discussed about electrostatics and about electric charge, and also we have discussed electrostatic series. Friends, in today's class we will discuss about Gold-Leaf electroscope, which will detect a body contain charge or not, or which type of charge. Then we will discuss about the electron theory. So let's start with the lecture. Hello friends, in the today's lecture we will discuss about a device which will detect a body is charged or not. If charged, then which type of charge it will. So let's start with the first topic of today's lecture, that is Gold-Leaf electroscope. I'll draw the diagram here. I'll take a metal disc here and connect it by the disc with a wire, and in the end part I will connect to gold sheet, very thin gold plate. Thin means you can say thin means जैसे मिठाई के ऊपर पतला सा चादर टाइप का रहता है एल्युमिनियम का, उस टाइप का एकदम पतला सा. सो दिस इज मेड विथ गोल्ड. दिस टू प्लेट विल मेड विथ gold. So this is called Gold-Leaf electroscope. Why gold? Because gold has the characteristics of malleability. Then I will join a object. Let a body. I don't know which type of charge this body is. Let's say it is positive, but I don't know. I want to know that body is charged or not. Then this positive charge will come to the disc, and through the wire it will come to the gold leaf. After coming to the gold leaf, the two leaf will acquire positive charge. Then the leaf will repel each other. They become like charge, so they will repel each other. So I can say that this body is charged. If this body has no charge, then I can say this leaf will remain same in its original shape. Okay, see, the leaf is very thin. To avoid the airflow, this condition, this state is enclosed with a glass tube. This state is enclosed with a glass tube and tightened with a cork. Okay, so if a body is charged, then this charge will transfer to the gold leaf, and these two leaf will acquire same type of charge, so they will repel each other. But in this condition we cannot realize the type of charge contained by the object. Okay, then how can I realize the charge contained by this object? Which type of charge? It may be positive or it may be negative. Then see, I have to take a non-charged body. If I know that this body is positive, then I will join it with the disc, metal disc. Then this positive will transfer here, then the leaf will repel each other. Then I will remove it. After that also it will acquire positive charge, so the leaf will repel each other. Then again I will take after connecting this positive charge non-charged body, let's say this is positive charge body, I will remove it. Then I will take another charged body and I will join it with the disc. If the deflection remains same, then I can say it has no charge. If the deflection will increase, then I can say as it was positive charge and deflection was increased, then I can say it is also positively charged. If the deflection will decrease, because if I am giving negative charge here, then negative charge will come here, so the positive charge will decrease, then the deflection between the plate will decrease. If the deflection will decrease, then I can say this body is negatively charged. So observe the process. First we have to put a non-charge with the disc, then we will remove the non-charge, then we have to take another body, we will join it with the disc. If the deflection of the plate will increase, then I can say the previous charge whatever we have given is the charge on the next body. If deflection decrease, then I can say this charge is opposite to this charge. If deflection remains same, then I can say this body is no charge. This body has no charge. Using this, we can analyze a body is charged or not. If charged, then which type of charge. So I can write electroscope help to know the presence of electric charge. It uses the property of repulsion of charges. Okay, that's all about Gold-Leaf electroscope. We will discuss. Now we will discuss another example of charge transfer, that is atmospheric, that will form atmospheric electricity, that is lightning. See, the atmosphere particle, the atmosphere will rub with another atmosphere. The cloud will rub with another cloud. Then the charge transfer takes place. So these two type of cloud, these two clouds will become charged cloud. This is charged. I can say charged. Why charged? After rubbing these two cloud, I can say this will become charged. Then when a charged cloud is come to an attach of another uncharged cloud, another cloud come across another cloud, then charge, as it is charged, so charge transfer, discharge takes place. Discharge takes place. Initially, two uncharged cloud will rub with each other, then they will become charged. Then one charged cloud come with another cloud, come across another cloud. In that case, discharging will take place. This discharging creates shining light, which we call lightning, and this is called atmospheric electricity. So we can say when clouds rub each other, charges are generated. Then this charged cloud come across another cloud. Then discharge takes place between them, which create shining light. This is called atmospheric. This is called atmospheric electricity. Okay. So next part we will discuss about electron theory. Now we will discuss about electron theory. See, nucleus is positive, that is proton positive and neutron neutral, and electrons are negatively charged. They are equal in number. See, let's take, I am taking one atom. I am taking a atom. Okay, A is the matter and I am taking an atom. Let I am taking that total A का atomic number जो है 15. Let then you know from previously from chemistry section also, the nucleus is contain the whole mass, maximum mass of the total atom, and it is centered at the origin of the atom. This is the nucleus which contain proton plus neutron, which contain proton plus neutron. The proton is the positively charged and this neutron is neutral. So in whole we can say the nucleus is highly positively charged, because if atomic number of A is 15, then total 15 number of proton, 15 number of electron, 15 number of proton and 15 number of electron. This 15 number of proton is situated on the nucleus. That's why nucleus is called highly positively charged. And what about electron? This electron is around the nucleus, moving around the nucleus. So I can say the total charge of A is 0, or I can say net charge equal to 0. Why 0? As because the 15 number of proton charge and 15 number of electron charge is present. So I can say total proton charge plus total electron charge is equal to 0, or this is net charge equal to 0. This body is called neutral body. Neutral body. okay, or neutral atom. Okay, as A has equal number of proton and electron, that's why A is called neutral atom. So I can write neutral body has equal positive and negative charge. So net charge is 0. So I can write neutral body has equal number of electron. I can write it's E minus and proton. I can write E plus. Why E minus E plus? I will tell it later. Neutral body has equal number of electron and proton. So net charge is 0. So net charge is 0. During rubbing, the next point is during rubbing, electrons are exchanged. This explains developing opposite charges. See, let's take, I am taking two objects. This is A, this is B. This is A, let, this is B. And I will take let the atomic number, there are 16 electron and 16 proton in A. And there are 19 let 19 electron and 19 proton in B. So initially I will say A and B are has net charge 0. Why? Because the total charge of electron plus total charge of proton is equal to 0. Why 0? The charge of electron, magnitude of charge of electron, say, or you can say proton, is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Coulomb is the unit of charge. So electron charge is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Proton charge is plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. That's why I have taken magnitude here. The smallest particle, electron, the charge of electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So in that case I will write 16 into minus 1.6 charge of electron. Electron charge is equal to minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, and proton charge is plus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So I can write 16 electron charge plus 16 proton charge equal to 0. So in that case I will write net charge equal to 0. Here also in case of B I will write net charge of B equal to 0. After that I will rub these two. I will rub these two. I will rub A and B. Let after rubbing 4 electron. Let after rubbing 4 electron will transfer from B to A. From B to A. Then A will have 20 number of electron. That's that you can write 16 electron previously present, 16 electron previously present plus 4 electron transfer from B to A. Then it will become 20 number of electrons and 16 number of proton. So what is the net charge on A? See, there is an excess of 4 electron in case of A. H come from proton. Proton 16 number of proton, but the electron will become 20. So excess 4 electron. So the charge of A is negatively charged because there is an excess of electron. That's why it is called negatively charged. So the first point here given, during rubbing electron are exchanged. This explains developing opposite charge. One question you can ask that why electron is exchanged, why not proton? In the previous point I have discussed that proton is situated at the center part. In the previous point I have discussed proton is situated at the center part and electron is revolving around it. So electron is the electron is easier to remove from a atom. That's why whenever there is a necessity to charge a body, only electron will be transferred to one body to another body. If we want positive charge, then we have to remove the electron. If we want negative charge, then we have to add the electron. See, in case of B will release 4 electrons. Then the number of electrons present in case of B is 15 electron and 19 proton. So there is an excess. So there is an excess of proton. Excess of proton means how many number? This is called 4 proton. So this will become positively charged. So during rubbing, 4 electron transform from B to A, then A will become negatively charged. So it will get 4 excess electron. So the charge of A is 4 electron charge. So this is negatively charged. And B will become positively charged because it will lose 4 electron. So the positive charge will increase. So 4 excess proton will increase. So B will become positively charged. So we can say the body with excess electron become negative, and which lose electron, this will lose electrons, become positive. Okay. It was experimentally observed that electron is the smallest particle. But after that some book wrote that there is a particle called quartz. Quartz, which has a charge of E by 3 minus 2E by 3. You should not bother about that. You just remember the smallest particle is electron, which has charge minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. The smallest particle. If electron is the smallest particle, then definitely it has some mass. So the smallest particle mass is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. And the mass of proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. We cannot further divide it. We cannot further divide a electron. So we can write the charge of electron is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. This is minimum charge of a particle. We cannot divide a particle further, or we cannot divide that charge beyond 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. So here I can say the mass of proton is 1837 times larger than mass of electron. Due to this, and also as proton situated at the center of the particle, then we can say whenever there is a need to move a charge, electron will generally move due to the less mass, due to the smaller mass, and also situated at the outer surface, because electron is 1837 times lighter than proton. Another point I can say, charge is carried in particle form. See, if there is charge, mean definitely there is the number of excess electron or number of deficiency of electron. So we can say charge means particle, but we cannot say particle means charge. Why? Because neutron has no charge, but it has mass. So I can say it is a particle which has 0 charge. But if I will take number of electron, 1 electron, 5 number of electron, 10 number of electron, then I can say these are charged body, charged particle. So charge is carried in particle form. That does not mean particle is charged. That does not mean that if there is charge, then definitely there is particle. But so in vacuum, charge cannot move. Okay. Next point is negative charge body become heavier and positive charge body become lighter. How? Let's I will take two body A and B, and after rubbing, let I am telling initially A and B are neutral body, and after rubbing, let I will say 4 electron will transform from B to A. Now 4 number of electron will become excess in case of A. So initial mass of A was whatever may be, but whenever 4 electron will be added, then the initial mass of A plus 4 into mass of electron you will add with A. So the charge of A will become negative because electron is added. Due to the addition of electron, the mass also increase. How much? 4 into mass of electron of A. So negatively charged body will have become heavier. Here electron is transferred from B to A, means there is a subtraction of mass of 4 electron, means as B is releasing 4 electron, that's why the mass of 4 electron will be deducted from the original mass of B. So it will become positive. By release the electron, B will become positive, but the mass will decrease. It will become negative, but the mass will increase. Why? Because it will get excess electron, it will lose electron. Due to excess electron, mass will increase. Due to loss of electron, mass will decrease. Okay. So I can say the substance which lose electron, the mass will decrease, but the substance which will gain electron, the mass will increase. Means I can say positively charged body mass will decreases with from original mass, and the negatively charged body, the mass will increases with the mass will increases from the original mass, because electron is added, that's why mass is increases. Going to the next point, there is no particle in nature which has less charge than electron charge, is called elementary charge. Means we cannot subdivide a electron. That's why the charge of electron, that is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb, is the minimum charge. We cannot write 0.8, a charge of a body 0.8 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. See, here I am writing, some case I am writing minus, some case writing I am plus. You think this minus and plus symbol is only for proton and for electron. Thank you. Keep watching.